positive environment. Our simple work, the spectators, and joy. Please enjoy the cocktail.
Woo-hoo.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Coming to you live from John Stella Field at Brown Park in Omaha, Nebraska, we bring you another baseball doubleheader in North Star Athletic Association action as the Bellevue University Bruins take on the visiting Mayville State University Comets out of Mayville, North Dakota. If you were with us yesterday, the Bruins swept the doubleheader, winning Game 1 3-2 and then 13-2 in the nightcap. Two more games on tap for today, as the Bruins, now 28-11 overall, take on the Comets, who are 11-30 overall. Just about contrasting records there. In the North Star, Bellevue now in first place alone at 13-1. The Comets drop to 6-11. They're in fifth place in the 7-team conference. Before we begin with our broadcast, we want to congratulate Bellevue University head coach Dwayne Monlux, who with the Game 2 victory yesterday achieved his 800th career win as a college coach. His career started at Dickinson State University in North Dakota, and now here at Bellevue University for the last 14 years. 800 career victories and counting. This series was supposed to be played in Mayville, North Dakota, but the field is not quite ready yet after the winter snow and cold, so it was moved here to the Field Turf Field at John Stella Field at Brown Park. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. The Bruins will be the visiting team and will bat first in both games of today's doubleheader. For the Bruins, the starting lineup includes leadoff man number 21, center fielder Jake Lacey. Batting second and catching, number 15, Logan Grant. Batting third and playing first base is Alec Ackerman. The cleanup hitter for the Bruins is the DH, number 24, Brendan Luther. Batting fifth and playing left field, number 36, Stephen Elsner. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 17, Anthony Lind. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, number 14, Nick Gravel. Hitting eighth and playing second base, number 2, Tyler Monroe. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 31, Nick Grade. On the mound today for the Bruins is the all-time career wins leader in Bellevue baseball history with 26 career victories, Blake Crippen. This year, Blake is 5-1, a 3.17 earned run average. As you look down on the field, you see the Bellevue players lining up on the first base line as we have a time to take a look at the Mayville State Comets starting lineup. Leading it off and playing third base is number 3, Marcus Hughes. Batting second, the center fielder, number 7, Carson Lundmark. Hitting third, the right fielder, number 9, Chris Shopbell. The cleanup hitter for Mayville is the designated hitter, number 22, Riley Rankin. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, number 4, Anthony Villanueva. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 19, Zach Evanochko. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 23, Sam Hilgerson. Batting eighth and catching, number 6, Caleb Jameson. And batting ninth and playing second base, number 5, Ricky Marquez. On the mound today in Game 1 for the Comets will be Derek Palmiere. Palmiere, a 2-win, 4-loss record, a 9.15 earned run average. Let's take time now for our national anthem. right, let's get ready for some baseball on this Saturday afternoon. 7 innings in game number 1, 9 innings the scheduled length for game 2 as we get ready for the broadcast. The Bruins and the Comets going at it in the North Star Athletic Association. These teams first met back in 1989 in the all-time series between the two schools. The Bruins lead 31-16 after the doubleheader sweep yesterday. On the mound for Mayville State is right-hander Derek Palmiere. Palmiere gets his warm-up tosses. Palmiere, a senior right-hander. This is his 13th appearance on the season. This is his 8th start. A 2 wins, 5 loss record, no saves in 40 and a third innings. He's allowed 50 hits, 46 runs, 41 of them earned, which equates to a 9.15 earned run average. Pretty much the same defense we saw for the Comets as in yesterday's contest. Zach Evanochko at first base, the second baseman Ricky Marquez. Anthony Villanueva is the shortstop. Marcus Hughes is at third. Across the outfield, Sam Hilgerson is in left, Carson Lundmark in center, and Chris Shotbell is in right. Caleb Jamison draws the start behind the plate. He'll be working with right-hander Derek Palmiere. Mick Krupski here, back behind the microphone. Hello again to Chris Williamson. He's out of town this weekend, so he won't be with us for the broadcast, but we wish him well as he's doing daddy duties with his kids involved in a tournament out of town. The Bellevue Bruins will be wearing their gold tops today with purple and white trim and white pants. The Comets will be wearing gray uniforms with royal blue trim. Leading it off for the Bruins, one of their hottest hitters over the last week or so, center fielder Jake Lacey. First pitch from Palmiere is lined sharply to left field. That will drop in front of Hilgerson, the left fielder. So 1 pitch, 1 hit as Jake Lacey gets the Bruins off to a good start in game number 1. A lot of times you expect that first pitch fastball, and Lacey expected it and turned it right around for a base hit. Another one of the hottest hitters in the Bellevue lineup is catcher Logan Grant. Grant had a 2-home run game in yesterday's second game of the doubleheader and scored the winning run in game number 1 with a heads-up base running play after his fly ball was dropped in the outfield. First pitch from Palmiere, breaking ball, that's wide. Again, we invite you to be part of our broadcast. We heard from quite a few people yesterday. You can send along a text message to me. Throw to first base, not in time. My text message number, same as yesterday, 402-515-7654. A beautiful day for baseball. Right now it's about 70 degrees, a slight breeze at about 10 miles an hour out of the south, which means it's blowing out to left field. So that could be a pitcher's nightmare as it picks up later in the day. Expecting a high in the low 80s before we're done. Lacey gets his lead off of first. Here's the pitch to Grant. That stays upstairs. 3-0 count on the Bruins catcher. Palmiere being very careful with Grant as he pulled 2 home runs yesterday in the second game of the contest. Here's the 3-0. Let's see if he has green light. Pitch not close to the zone. So the Bruins get their first 2 base runners on with the Lacey single and now a Grant walk. Logan will touch first base and then he'll be replaced by a courtesy runner. And that looks like Takumi Maeno will come in.
And now batting the first baseman, number 16.
Takumi seeing a lot of action this year in that courtesy runner and pinch runner spot. Also plays outfield for Bellevue. Next up for the Bruins, first baseman Alec Ackerman. Alec has cooled just a little bit from his red-hot at-bats a couple of weeks or so ago. Still the leading hitter in the Bruin lineup. Takes the first pitch, a breaking ball on the outside corner for a called strike 1. Ackerman hitting .426 on the season. Bellevue with a couple of guys over the 400 mark. And 6 or 7 more over the 300 mark. Team batting average .333. That's easy to figure out. Runners go with the pitch taken for a called strike. A great jump at second by Jake Lacey, as he'll get the steal as well as Takumi Maeno on the follow-up. Sorry about that. My scorebook brushed up against the the microphone box, and I suddenly became a lot louder. So 2 runners in scoring position for Alec. He's down 0-2 in the count. Good plate discipline. Alex saw that Lacey had got a great jump, so he took the pitch, even though it was a pretty good-looking spot. Now he'll have to get defensive on the count. Catcher sets up over the outer half, and that's lined into center field over the glove of a leaping Ricky Marquez at second. Mayville will have to hold as he had to make sure the line drive cleared the fielder. Lacey scores the first run of the game on the RBI single by Alec Ackerman. 3 up, 3 on for the Bruins, as it's a great start
Now batting, the designated
for the top team in the North Star Athletic Association. Here's the Bruin cleanup hitter, another guy that was extremely hot a couple weeks or so ago, has come back down to earth just a little bit. Designated hitter, Brendan Luther. Brendan still nursing that hamstring injury, so he won't play defense this weekend, but he's still well enough to swing the bat. Breaking ball misses outside from Palmiere. Brendan, left-handed hitter, back in. Bruins a good mix of righties and lefties. That one's chopped on the ground, and that one is through. Again, Marquez throws a dive, comes up empty. Ackerman around second base. He'll make it to third on the RBI single by Brendan Luther. So 4 consecutive batters have reached as Mayville scores the second run of the game.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 36.
Next up for the Bruins, another guy that's swinging the bat well, has some pop. Left fielder Steven Elsner. Elsner at .345 on the year. Just under a 700 slugging percentage, .698 to be exact, as he awaits the pitch from Palmiere. Luther dives back, makes it safely. Again, he won't be stealing because he's, again, dealing with that hamstring injury. We saw pinch runners come in for Brendan a couple of times in yesterday's contest. Again, going back, not straying very far off the bag, but Palmiere paying a lot of attention to him. Bruins got off to a slow start in the first game yesterday, wind up winning 3-2, scoring all 3 runs in the last 2 innings. That one's hit well to center field. Center fielder going back, and he will run out of room as Steven Elsner jolts the 3-run home run to extend the Bellevue lead to 5-0. 5 up and 5 on for the Bruins. Steven Elsner with the blast to center field. It's about 380 to straightaway center field. That went over 400 for Elsner, now his 11th home run on the year, and now 44 runs batted in. That ties him with Logan Grant for the team lead at 44. Anthony Lind, the next batter. Bruin right fielder trying to keep things going. Fastball, outer half, called strike 1 from Derek Palmiere. Bruins wasting no time taking the lead in today's contest. Breaking ball also in the zone, 0-2. Palmiere working ahead of Lind. Lind, .324 on the year. He's been much more of a weapon at the plate over the last couple of weeks. Way wide on the waist pitch, 1-2. Again, that text message number, if you'd like to join us this afternoon, 402-515-7654. Again, the catcher, Jamison, setting up off the outside edge of the plate. That's where the pitch goes, but it misses a couple of inches off that outside edge, 2-2. For the Bellevue Bruins, that Elsner home run is now the 58th home run of the year for the Bruins. That one's hit well to the right side by Lind. Right fielder going back, warning track fence, and he can't make the play. A solo home run for Anthony Lind. Bruin fans enjoying the action here. So now 59 home runs on the year for Anthony Lind. That is his 3rd and his 14th run batted in. So the Bruin bats
Number 14.
No sleepiness on them as they've come out hitting. The first 6 guys up have gotten on base and have scored. Here's the shortstop, Nick Gravel. Nick hitting .367. Off the outside edge, ball 1. Gravel getting that nod at shortstop today, freshman. This is his 16th game on the season. This is the 40th overall for the Bruins. Popped up and straight out of play behind home plate. Brandon Moore and Reese Schlecht are our 2 umpires today. One the count on Gravel. Gravel jolts the ball deep to right field. That one's got distance, and that one is out of here. Oh my goodness, the Bellevue bats are full of thunder today. The 3rd consecutive home run by the Bruins. Elsner, Lind, and now Gravel. So Nick, his first dinger of the season. Helmet taps at home plate, handshakes from his teammates as he heads to the dugout. Now 14 runs batted in for Nick. So just under an RBI per game. Still nobody out. 7 runs across the plate. Here's second baseman Tyler Monroe. Pitch misses inside, ball 1. Poor Derek Palmiere has just been rocked in this start, and looking down to the bullpen, we see action on the Mayville State side. Foul back. Seven runs on 6 hits. The other base runner reached on a walk, so everybody that's been up has come around to score. On the outside, Black for the called strike. 1-2 the count on the Bruins second baseman. Palmiere comes to the set position up near the shoulders and delivers. Back through the middle, and the hit parade continues. 8 consecutive batters have reached, 7 of them by hits as Nick Gravel shoots one back through the box. And that'll bring a visit from the Mayville State coaching staff. As you just got to feel sorry for Derek Palmiere. He's trying real hard, but the Bruin Pats are just more than up to the task this morning. Bruins have the ability to score a whole lot of runs. 2 weekends ago in Waldorf, they scored 33 runs in that victory, 33-2 in a 7-inning contest. The Bruins' all-time record for runs is 40. That was back about 14, 15 years ago. They scored 40 in a 40-5 win against Concordia. Mound visit has concluded. Billy Tomlin, in his first year as the head coach for Mayville State, will head back to the dugout, replacing longtime coach Scott Berry. Tomlin was an assistant under Berry for many years. Austin Monson is the Mayville assistant coach. And the 9th man in the order, third baseman Nick Grade. Breaking ball, called strike 1. Nice location on that pitch from Palmiere after the mound visit. There have been no cheapies on the Bruins' 7 hits so far. 3 of them going over the wall. There's a breaking ball that clips the outside corner, 0-2. Again, a beautiful day here in Omaha, 70 degrees, mostly sunny skies. There's a few thin clouds overhead. Wind blowing to left field. Again, a waste pitch way wide. That stretches out the catching arm of Caleb Jamison as he makes the play. Tyler Monroe, the runner at first base. Top of the order awaits on deck. Still nobody out in the top of the first inning. Gravel into the hole. Villanueva makes the catch in the hole. His throw to second base is not in time. It's dropped there by Marquez. Base hit. Tough play. And so now runners first and second, and the Bruins Have to scratch out the number 2 in the top of my scorebook here and put a 1 there. Every Bruin that's been up has been on. Jake Lacey started this off with a solid single on the first pitch of the game. He's back up again. That one's hit well to left field. That's got distance, and that one is gone. A 3-run home run for Jake Lacey. 10 in a row have reached as the Bruins open up a 10-0 lead. Monroe and Grade score ahead of Jake. A 10-0 score, and that'll be the end of the line for Derek Palmiere as Billy Tomlin back to the mound. That will just destroy his earned run average. It's infinity for the game. Nobody retired in 10 batters faced, all of them scoring, all of them earned. An incredible start for the Bellevue Bats. Mayville uniforms do not have a number on the front, so we're waiting for the new pitcher to turn around. It's possibly number 1. We'll go with number 1. The new pitcher is Caden Schwer. Schwer, a 6-foot junior out of Bismarck, North Dakota. Let's find out some more information about his pitching line on the season. 8th appearance on the season for Schwer, all of them in relief, only 5 innings in those 8 appearances. He's allowed 8 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned. A 9.00 earned run average for Caden Schwer. So everybody up has had a hit with the exception of Logan Grant, who walked on 4 pitches. And it'll be Grant that'll be the first batter to face Caden Schwer.
Now batting the catcher, number 10, Logan Grant.
So Logan tied for the team lead in runs batted in with 44. Team leader in home runs with 12, including 2 of them yesterday. First pitch from Schwer, outside, ball 1. Just an incredible start for the Bellevue Bruin Bats. That one squirts away from the catcher, 2-0. Bellevue starting pitcher Blake Crippen patiently waiting. He's more than happy to wait even longer as his teammates open up a double-digit lead in the first inning. Schwer from the stretch, tries to shoot that outside corner, misses low and away. Again, a 3-0 count on Grant. Let's see if Logan has a green light here. Pitch misses away, so it doesn't matter, green light or not. For the second time today, Logan Grant has walked on 4 pitches. He'll head down to first, touch the bag. And again, it's Takumi Mayeno coming out of the dugout to courtesy run for the home team, or not the home team today. Mayville State is the home team as this series was scheduled to be played in Mayville. Bellevue will be at home the next 2 weekends as well to finish out the regular season in conference play. Here's Alec Ackerman, an RBI single to get the Bruins on the board. That pitch upstairs near his chin, pulls it away. Ball 1 the count on Ackerman, the Bruin first baseman out of Parker, Colorado. Schwer comes set, also right about the top of the shoulders. Low and in. Mayno thought about going, but stays put at first base as Jamison, the catcher, did a nice job of keeping it in front of him. So Caden Schwer, 6 consecutive balls after coming in relief, trying to find the zone. There's one, and Alec hits it to left field. That won't have the distance to get over the fence, but it makes it to the warning track. Waiting there for it is Sam Hilgerson. and he'll catch it for the first out of the inning. Just a little bit off the end of the bat on Ackerman on that swing.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 24.
Here's the DH, Brendan Luther. Luther with an RBI single his first time up. Ackerman, Luther, Lind, and Gravel, all of them with one RBI in the inning. Here's the first pitch to Brendan. It's wide. Elsner and Lacey with 3 runs batted in on their home runs. 4 home runs in the inning for the Bruins. That pitch misses up. So 61 home runs on the year thus far for Bellevue. Again, off the end of the bat, that's going to be a pop-up on the infield. It'll be the shortstop, Villanueva. Anthony Villanueva makes the catch. And back-to-back outs. Next up for the Bruins, Steven Elsner. Elsner with a 3-run home run his first trip. Awaits his first chance against Caden Schweer. Another nice block by the catcher, Caleb Jamison. Jamison caught game 1 of yesterday's doubleheader and then sat out game 2 as Tegan Partnow put on the catcher's gear for that one. That one pops out of the catcher's glove, but again, not far enough for Takumi to make an advance. You got a 10-run lead, so you're not going to get too crazy forcing the issue. If the ball clearly gets through, you'll go, but Takumi with the lead at first, 1 foot beyond the cutout. Pitch misses inside. So 3-0 to Elsner. Swing and a miss. Green light for Steven. Came up empty on that pitch. Chopper through the middle. Steven Elsner, a 2-for-2 start to today's game. Mayano advances to second. He'll stop there. That's the 10th hit of the inning for the Bellevue batters.
Now batting the right fielder,
Anthony Lind is next up. He went yard his first time up today. Opposite field shot to the right side. Well, Bellevue showing that they have home run power up and down the lineup. Breaking ball from Schweer, misses low. 325. The dimensions down both the right and left field lines. 380 to straightaway center field at John Stella Field at Brown Park. On the knees for a called strike. This has been the home field for Bellevue baseball for the last 5 years. Bill read my mind and put those 5 fingers up as I looked his way. My mind is small and easy to read, but swing and a miss by Lynn. He's behind in the count 1-2 with 2 outs and 2 on for the Bruins. And if you just joined us, you missed some exciting swings of the bats by the Bruins, leading 10-0 in the first inning. Misses inside, 2-2. 10 runs on 10 hits, including not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 home runs. Inside, count goes full. That means the base runners will be on the move with the pitch. So a gap hit here from Lynn could score 2. Mayano gets his lead at second. Elsner his lead at first. There go the runners. Here comes the pitch. It's bounced to the plate, so Anthony Lind will draw the walk to load the bases as each of the other two guys move up 90 feet. And shortstop Nick Gravel heads to the plate. Gravel with a solo shot his first time up today. His first home run as a Bellevue Bruin. Line Harvard, one hopper to second baseman Ricky Marquez, who gloves it and retires the side. Well, that's quite an inning for the Bellevue Bats. 10 runs on 10 hits. There were no errors and 3 runners left on base. It could have been even worse for Mayville State, as they now have a long hill to climb to get back into this one. Blake Crippen heads to the mound for the Bellevue Bruins. Blake, as I mentioned in the opening today, the career leaders in victory for the Bellevue squad. In his 3 seasons at Bellevue, he has amassed 26 wins. The Southpaw is 5-1 with a 3.17 earned run average in this 2024 season. 10th appearance on the year for Blake, all of them in the starting role. He's thrown 48 in the 3rd innings, has allowed 46 hits, 20 runs, 17 of them earned, has struck out 31 and walked 18. 3.17 earned run average. As he had a long wait to get out on the mound, the Bruin batters were at home plate for over 20 minutes.
Leading off the third baseman, number 3.
For the Mayville State Comets, leading it off, third baseman Marcus Hughes. First pitch from Crippen, misses wide. Hughes, a .250 hitter on the season. He's accumulated 35 hits in the 41 games. For the Comets, he's played in all of those games. Crippen falls behind, 2-0. Popped up to the right side. Anthony Lynn, the right fielder, settling underneath it. He'll glove it for the first out of the game for Mayville State batters. Again, a reminder that right now, left field is the Sun Field at John Stella Field.
Now batting the center fielder.
As the games, the doubleheader goes on today, it'll shift over to the right side, but right now, it's an easy look in from the right side. Here's center fielder Carson Lundmark. First pitch on the inside corner, called strike 1. Lundmark, .296 average. Swing and a miss, good pop on the fastball from Blake Crippen. Missing in and low. Blake, a 5'10" senior from Hillsboro, Oregon. As I mentioned, 3 years in the Bellevue program. Little chopper up the first base side. That'll be in foul territory. Alec Ackerman grabs it and tosses it into the dugout as a new ball put into play. Count remains 1-2. Bellevue dugout having some fun with some cheers down that line. It's fun when you're up 10-0. Sky high fly ball to the right side. Who's going to take charge? It's Anthony Lynn, the right fielder, coming hard and calling off second baseman Tyler Monroe to make the catch. So it's the Anthony Lynn show in right field as he's accumulated both putouts on the first 2 batters. Next up, third man in the order for the Comets is the right fielder, Chris Shotbell. First pitch swinging, a chopper to short, long throw across the diamond, but nicely played. Excellent job by Nick Gravel, giving up a step to get a long hop. 6-3 on the play, so Gravel with a home run and a good defensive play in inning number 1. After 1 complete, the Bellevue Bruins 10, the Mayville State Comets nothing. All right, let's take a look at the old text message, see if we've got any in here. Again, that number, if you'd like to join us today, is 402-515-7654. So nice listening to someone while the game is on, especially someone that is so good at it. Well, thank you very much. Keep up the good work. Thank you from whoever sent that in from the 204 area code. Appreciate those kind words. Got a nice text as well from Zach Ivanochko's dad with the game yesterday, too. He didn't want me to read, but I wanted to say thank you for those kind words. Wow, what a great start. Go Bruins from beautiful Frenchtown, Montana. Looking forward to meeting me next weekend. All right, senior weekend. Next weekend as the Bruins play host to Dakota State in what could be the battle for the conference regular season championship. Baby, guess who that's from? What's the Townsends, obviously, in Oregon. And it's finally stopped raining there. Let's go Bruins. We've got beautiful weather this weekend. It was in the mid-60s yesterday, low 80s today. This is kind of what you hope for with springtime weather. And hello from the Montana McMahons. That's Parker's family. Let's get the sweep. Go Bruins.
Tyler Monroe.
All right, thanks for sending along those text messages. We'll give that number out a couple of times as the Bruin batters get back to work in the top of the second inning. Here's Tyler Monroe to start it off. First pitch swinging and through the hole. Zach Ivanochko threw a dive, but he couldn't come up with it. So 2 singles and 2 at-bats for Tyler Monroe.
Now batting the third baseman, number 31.
Nick Gray, the Bellevue third baseman, steps in. This will complete the second time through the order for the Bruins. Caden Schwer back to the mound for his second inning of relief work, and that plunks. Grade got him on the left cheek, the lower of the 2 cheeks. So again, the first 2 men get on base for the Bruins and turns it back to the top of the order.
Number 21.
Third time at bat for Jake Lacey. A single and a 3-run home run. The Gillette, Wyoming native, slightly open batting stance. Here's the pitch from Schwer. Bounce to the plate. Jamison on the block. Runners hold. Jake tried to check his swing, couldn't. Count goes to 1-1. Very thin layer of high cirrus clouds filtering the sunshine. That might help on the vision. That one's hit well down the left field line, but that's going to go. Is it playable? Yes, it is playable for Sam Hilgerson, the left fielder. Thought it was going to get out of play, but Hilgerson went a long way and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Logan Grant has been up twice, has yet to see a strike in the zone. 2 4-pitch walks for the Bruin catcher. Looks like the wind is picking up just a little bit. There's the first strike seen by Logan today. 0-1 the count. Expecting winds to gust up to the mid-20s later this afternoon. Looks like it's blowing pretty briskly right now. That one's bounced off the left shoulder of the catcher, Jamison. Both runners will advance on the wild pitch. Monroe now at third and Grade at second. Okay, getting a phone call from somebody from the 509 area code. I can't take calls during the game, but if you'd like to send along a text, I got a phone message yesterday from somebody's grandmother who wanted to say hello. I forgot who that was, but thanks for calling, but I can't answer the phone during the course of the broadcast. So send me a text if you could, 402-515-7654. Grant lays off that pitch up in the zone. Just a trio of knuckleheads up here in the press box today. Tom Buller down there running the scoreboard and the music. Bill Mullins, the PA and live stats. And me over here. Logan chops that one foul. Hey, nice play on deck by Alec Ackerman to corral that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Grant's patience has been tested today. Mayville pitching him very carefully after the power show that he gave yesterday. 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Will it stay in play? Third baseman giving chase, catcher giving chase, and it'll land about 15 feet behind the netting up that direction. So we'll do a 3-2 over again. More and more people coming into the ballpark as the day goes on. Catch some baseball and work on your suntan as well today. That one, a called strike 3. Grant disagrees with the call. Kind of a late strikeout punch. That's the second out of the inning. Well, with 2 out, the batter now, Bellevue first baseman, Alec Ackerman. Ackerman 1 for 2. A first inning RBI single and a first inning fly out. 2 runners in scoring position. Alec will send that one to left field. Hilgerson right at the edge of the warning track, and again, he got it just off the end of the bat. Looked good leaving, but the sound wasn't quite right. And Hilgerson makes the catch. 2 outs in the inning for Hilgerson in left field, and the side is retired. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 base runners left on. After 1.5, the score remains Bellevue 10 and Mayville State nothing. Looking back at that game in Forest City against Waldorf that Bellevue won 33-2. Bellevue put up a 9 spot in the first inning, a 10 spot in the second. So the Bruins with that 10-run first inning have tied their most number of runs on the season this year. Blake Crippen back to the mound for the Bruins. Had a 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning against Mayville, trying to continue his success on the mound. Blake was a first-team All-North Star Athletic Association pitcher last year. He's back to work against the 4, 5, 6 spots in the Mayville order. Rankin, Villanueva, and Ivanochko. Here's the first pitch to Riley Rankin, the DH. Ball 1. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Mayville State had one first-team player on the conference all-star team last year, Alan LaRoque, who was a senior. Foul tip back to the net. Marcus Hughes, Mayville State third baseman, was a second-team player. Two and two the count. On the cleanup hitter, Riley Rankin. Rankin serving as a designated hitter from Mayville. Also can play catcher and outfield defensively. Pitch low, count goes full. Blake Crippen working against Riley Rankin, leading off the bottom of the second inning. Fastball on the inner half for a called strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Blake Crippen. As shortstop Anthony Villanueva next to bat. Crippen not a big strikeout guy, just under 6 strikeouts per 9 innings. More of a pitch to contact guy. That one, a little soft liner out to right field off the bat of Anthony Villanueva, will be the first hit of the game for the Comets. A couple of Comet fans in the stands today. the Corey family. Had a chance to visit with them yesterday for a little bit after making the trip down from Manitoba. Next up, first baseman Zach Ivanochko. That pitch misses wide. Kind of an interesting catch time by Logan Grant. It kept going away from him. Ivanochko, a .211 hitter on the year for Mayville State. Chopped off his front foot. That's going to sting for a bit. 1-1 the count on the Comet first baseman. Throw over to first base. It's a pickoff move. A nice job there by Blake to get the runner leading to second base. 1-3 on the play as Alec Ackerman slaps the tag on Anthony Villanueva. That tricky left-handed move. Look to home, throw to first. Long as you keep that foot stepping in the direction of first base, you're good. And in this case, you're out. Now 2 outs in the inning. That one's flared to the third base side. Nick Grade in foul territory looks up, and he'll make the grab. Out of camera view, but take my word for it, the catch was made to retire the side. For the Comets in the bottom of the second, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Through 2 innings, Bellevue 10, Mayville State nothing. We mentioned earlier somebody from the 204 area code sent a nice note. They followed it up by saying, if I say A after my note, would it tell you where I'm from? So somewhere north, we'll go with that, either Minnesota or North Dakota or north of the border. So we appreciate you having a little fun with us this afternoon as the Bruins on top early in this one, trying to keep their lead in the North Star Athletic Association. One final reference back to that game at Waldorf in which the Bruins scored 33 runs. They got those 33 runs on 21 hits. There were 9 walks as well as part of that one, as Waldorf basically ran out of pitching in that final game of the series. Bruins heading to bat in the top of the 3rd inning. Middle part of the order, DH Brendan Luther will start things off for Bellevue.
For the Bruins, the designated hitter, number 24, Brendan Luther.
Brendan awaits the first pitch from Caden Schweer. Caden's job to try to get some innings in relief after starting pitcher Derek Palmiere got knocked out after all 10 Bellevue batters in the first inning reached safely against him. 0-1 the count after that foul ball out of play. Luther waiting patiently at the plate. Another foul ball out of play left side. Outside. Waits patiently on that one and lines it right back over the head of the pitcher Schweer. And the Bruins once again off to a good start in this top of the 3rd inning. So 2 singles for Brendan Luther today as Steven Elsner steps in. Elsner with 2 hits, a 3-run home run, and a single. Caden Schweer comes set. Breaking ball misses up. Bellevue on top of the North Star Athletic Association with a 13-1 record. Dakota State in second place, 12-2. The Bruins and the Trojans will meet right here next weekend on Friday and Saturday. Changeup that Elsner swings over the top of. Every other team in the conference, the other 5, all below 500 in conference play, as the Bruins and the Trojans have been eating up victories so far. Chop foul up the third base side. Hughes backhands it in foul territory. Viterbo is in third place at 7-9. Waldorf and Valley City State tied for fourth with 6-8. Mayville State at 6-11, and then Dickinson State 3-14. Little jam job. Hughes drifting into foul territory, and he'll make the catch as that pitch came running in on the hands of Elsner, and he couldn't do anything but foul it.
Now batting the right fielder, number 17.
1 on, 1 out as Anthony Lynn steps up. Anthony with a solo home run and then a walk in his 2 plate appearances so far today. Schwer comes set. Anthony sends one out to deep center field. Center fielder Lundmark going back, and he'll watch it hit high off the hitting backdrop as Anthony Lind, a 2-home run day for the Bruin right fielder. Logan Grant had a 2-homer day yesterday, and now Anthony Lind, a 2-homer day today. His 3rd run batted in of the game. Helmet taps with his teammates as the Bruins continue to put up runs, now a 12-0 lead. That dark green hitting background, the recipient of that Anthony Lynn blast to center. Here's Nick Gravel. So Lynn now with 4 home runs on the year and 16 runs batted in. My stat sheet seeing a lot of ink as I try to update it as the game goes on. Here's Nick Gravel. Gravel chops it foul up the first base side. Gravel a home run and a ground out. Pitch misses wide. Jamison, the catcher, likes to set up inside, outside. Yeah, just as I say that, he's positioned right behind the plate on this pitch to Gravel. Nick flares one out into center field. Lundmark, the center fielder, a couple of steps to his left, and he'll catch it for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 hits and 2 fly balls thus far in the inning as Tyler Monroe steps in. Tyler, 2 for 2 day, matching the number 2 on his jersey. Breaking ball on the back door. Strike 1 called. Fastball, foul out of play, left side. 0-2 on Monroe. Tyler just outside of Lincoln, Nebraska, about an hour's drive away from the Omaha Bellevue area. Pulls that one to the right side. Marquez, the second baseman, gloves it and over to first to retire the side. The Bruins pick up 2 more runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and no runners left on base. Anthony Lynn's 2-run home run, the big blow of the inning. After 2.5, Bellevue 12, Mayville State nothing. Again, a reminder, game number 1 of these doubleheaders are 7-inning contests, no 10-run rule involved. Second game, the 9-inning contest. 10-run rule would take effect after 7.
Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. I've been wet with the NSAA. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me in a voice so sweet. I thought I heard
7, 8, 9, part of the order from Mayville State as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Hilgerson, Jamison, and Marquez, the 3 scheduled hitters to work against Blake Crippen. Southpaw looks in. His first pitch to Sam Hilgerson. Chop foul up the third base side over near the Mayville dugout. Hilgerson hitting .242 on the season for Mayville. Swing and a miss. Looked like a little bit of a cutter, a fastball that had some movement. Off the delivery by Blake Crippen. Changeup, a swing and a miss. First batter he faces, he strikes out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Second strikeout of the day for Blake Crippen.
Now batting the catcher, number 6, Caleb Jamison.
Here's the catcher, Caleb Jamison. Jamison, 195. Hits the ball on the ground up the middle. Monroe circles from his second base spot. A nice crossbody throw on the money. Tyler Monroe with a nice play for the Bruins from that second base spot.
Now batting the second baseman, number 5, Ricky Marquez.
Ricky Marquez, the second baseman, the 9-hole hitter, trying to get something going with 2 outs. Crippen looks in, gets his signal from Grant. First pitch fastball, outside corner, strike 1 called. Next pitch, a little bit low. Crippen started his college career at Lane Community College. Chopped on the ground to short. Glove there. And on the money on the throw across the diamond, Nick Gravel, the shortstop, makes the play. A strikeout and 2 infield groundouts. Retires the side in order in the 3rd. 3 innings in the books. The Bruins on top, 12-0 our score. As I mentioned, Blake had 2 years at Lane Community College. He had an overall record of 4-3 there. At Bellevue University as a sophomore, he went 11-4 with a 3.20 earned run average. As a junior, he went 10-2 with a 3.43 ERA. And this his senior year, he is currently 5-1 with a 3.17 earned run average. Totals 26 and 7 on his career as a Bellevue pitcher, a 3.3 run earned run average. Thanks again to Bill Mullins from the Sports Information Department for putting together all those stats. As Caden Schwer back to the mound for Mayville State for now his 3rd inning of work. He's done what he needed to do for Mayville, try to eat some innings, save the pitching staff for the 4th game of the series. Still got some more baseball to play here as we head to the top of the 4th inning. It'll be Grade, Lacey, and Grant.
Nick Grade.
The Kennewick, Washington native swings on the first pitch, sends it back to the backstop. Grade 5'10". He's a junior in eligibility, so he'll have another year left if he wants to come back. That one's hit in the air to center field. Again, Lundmark, the center fielder, got a lot of exercise yesterday chasing fly balls. He's doing that again today. He'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the order, 4th time through in the 4th inning.
Lacey.
Here's Jake Lacey, 2 for 3 on the day. Lines hard over the head of head coach, Dwayne Monlex, who barely flinched on that one. Either he's tough or he didn't see it, or could be both, I guess. Lacey is the leadoff guy, an on-base percentage of .480 this year. He'll take that one in the back. So that'll increase his on-base percentage. It'll leave him with a bruise, but I think he'll take it. His teammates give him some grief as he heads down to first base. Here's Logan Grant. 2 walks and a strikeout for Logan so far today. Foul out of play by Grant. Most of Logan's time has been spent behind the plate for the Bruins, but he's a versatile athlete, can also play some infield and outfield if needed. Pops that one foul on the pull side. Schwer ahead in the count, 0-2. Grant lines that one hard into the gap in left center field. That'll go all the way to the fence. Here's Lacey around second, on his way to third. Monlex with the wheel sign, the relay to throw to the plate. Not in time. An RBI double for Logan Grant, scoring Jake Lacey to make it a 13-0 score.
Courtesy running for the Bruins, number 25.
And Takumi Maeno will step back in as the courtesy runner. For Logan Grant, that is now 45 runs batted in, his 10th double on the season. And a visit to the mound by Billy Tomlin will bring another pitching change for Mayville State. Caden Schwer comes in with a couple innings of relief work, and he will give way to another right-hander. Number 10 is our new reliever. Colby Snyder comes in as the third relief pitcher. As Bruin fans who came to the park today wanting to see offense, well, they have been rewarded.
Snyder.
Colby Snyder, a junior right-hander. This is his 10th appearance on the season. No wins, no losses in 9 innings of work. He's allowed 12 hits, 9 runs, 7 of them earned, a 7.00 earned run average for Colby Snyder. As you can see, kind of a sidearm slinger out on the mound. So a little different look for the Bellevue batters. So Caden Schwer will get credit for 3 1/3 innings worth of work. He's allowed 3 runs, and the runner at second is his responsibility as well, as Colby Snyder takes over for the Comets.
Now batting the first baseman, number 16, Alec Ackerman.
Snyder out of Crow's Nest Pass, Alberta. How's that for a descriptive place name? Here's Alec Ackerman. Ackerman takes that first pitch down the heart of the plate, strike one. Again, a different look for the Bellevue batters as Snyder drops down from the side. Breaking ball misses down. Again, wind blowing slightly out towards left field today. Sweeping breaking ball that Alec couldn't make contact with. 1-2 the count on the Bruins' first sacker. 1 for 3 on the day. Foul out of play, right side off the end of the bat. The set and the pitch. That one's hit to the right side. Right fielder coming out, won't be able to make the play as it bounces in front. Oh, Alec Ackerman picks up his second hit of the afternoon, going opposite way. Takumi Mieno advances to third on the play. Had to hold because he wasn't sure if it was going to be caught or not, so the Bruins have runners at first and third for designated hitter Brendan Luther.
Batting the designated hitter, number 24, Brendan Luther.
Brendan 2 for 3 already today. A couple of runs scored. 1 run batted in. Backdoor breaking ball catches the black. Strike 1 called. Little chopper back to the mound. No play at first, or excuse me, at home or second base. The tag applied. It looks like Snyder could have gone home or could have gone quickly to second for a double play opportunity. Instead, Brendan Luther will get credit for a run batted in on the 1-3 play to Takumi Mieno, scoring the 14th run of the game for Bellevue. Alec Ackerman advancing to second on the play. Here's Steven Elsner, Bellevue left fielder. Couple of hits on the day already for Steven. Strike 1 call. Big swing, foul out of play, 0-2. $11 doubles, 11 home runs. The symmetry of extra base hits for Steven Elsner thus far on the year. Fouls that one up opposite field. Next weekend is a big series against Dakota State. It's also senior day on Saturday. A lot of moms and dads, 17 seniors. Something like that, Bill says. There's a whole bunch will be honored after the conclusion of the second game. That one's hit down the right field line. It's carrying. Will it stay fair? And it is a home run for Steven Elsner. Opposite field, just inside the foul pole. Elsner with his second home run of the day. A 2-run shot this time as Ackerman touches home plate in front of him. 5 runs batted in for Steven Elsner on his 2 home runs today. That one just kept carrying. I thought it was going to go foul, tail foul down the line, but it stayed fair. Just inside the yellow painted foul pole down the right field line. Speaking of 2 home run days, here's Anthony Lind. Flared down the right field line once again. That one's going to drop in foul territory, uncatchable out there for right fielder Chris Shotbull. We had this discussion yesterday after Logan Grant hit 2. I asked Bill how many 3 home run games Bellevue batters had. T.J. Patterson, the last one to do it back in 2019. Oh, Logan did it last year. Okay, so he did it last year. But before that, T.J. Patterson. So here's an opportunity here now for Anthony Lind and Steven Elsner to get that accomplished, a 3 home run day, as they still have several at-bats if they're not taken out for pinch hitters as the Bruins enjoying a 16-0 lead. Lind, a home run in the first, a home run in the third, and takes that one off the hit. Oh, that's going to hurt. That got boned. You could hear that, unfortunately. A lot of times when you get hit on the side of the hip, it hits muscle. That got solid bone, so that's going to sting for a little bit. Maybe Anthony will come out of the game to get some ice on that right away, and he is. Is that Bryce Zimmer?
Pinch running for the Bruins.
Number 12, Bryce Zimmer, will come on to pinch run and most likely stay in the game as the Bruin outfielder. Next up for the Bruins, the shortstop, Nick Gravel. Gravel with a home run in his first at-bat today, then a ground out and a fly out. Bellevue had 4 home runs in the first inning. 1 more in the third. 1 more in the fourth. I think that equals 6. Strike called. 1-1 the count on Gravel. Snyder delivers. Big swing, but Nick comes up empty on that one. Good fastball from the Comet right-hander. Battle of Canadians here. Pitcher and batter blocked up on a pitch low in the dirt/pebbles. Snyder from Alberta. Gravel from Nova Scotia. Line hard into the left center field. That'll be a base hit for Gravel. Zimmer will stop at second as it's fielded and gotten in quickly. So a 2-hit day for Gravel. A lot of Bruins can say that today. As second baseman Tyler Monroe, he can say that. He has a 2-hit day. Lacey has 2. Ackerman has 2. Luther has 2. Elsner has 2. Pitch gets through the catcher all the way to the screen on the wild pitch. Both runners will advance. Lind has 2. Gravel has 2. Monroe has 2. That's quite a few. Yeah, say the ones who don't have 2. Runners at second and third. 2 outs in the inning. Tyler Monroe awaiting the next pitch. Up and away, ball. 2-0 the count. 9th batter to reach in the inning for the Bruins. Low once again. Nice job by Jamison to keep that in front. Bellevue sent 16 batters to the plate in the first inning when they scored the 10 runs. 9th batter of the inning here is Monroe. Down low, it's a walk, and the Bruins will bat around once again. Bases loaded for Nick Grade. Nick started the inning with the fly ball to center field.
Now batting the third baseman, number 31.
RBI opportunity for Nick. Colby Snyder sets at the belt. Low once again. A little thicker cloud covering up some of the sunshine at the moment. Chopper in the hole. That's a base hit to left. 1 run is in. Here comes the second. The throw of the plate will be cut off as Nick Grade comes through with a 2 RBI single, scoring Bryce Zimmer and Nick Gravel. Monroe stops at second on the play, so the Bruins still have a couple on. As another visit to the mound and another call to the bullpen for the Mayville State Comets. It'll be the 4th pitcher of the game as number 40 comes in, and we'll tell you that is Daniel Mercandelli. A tough day for the Comet pitching staff, but a great day for the Bellevue Bruin hitters. Put Mercandelli's name in the scorebook as we find out more information back here. A senior right-hander. This is his third appearance on the year. He's only thrown 2 innings. Has allowed 8 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned. A very large earned run average. As a team, the Comets have a 7.97 team ERA. As Mercandelli comes in to get his 8 warm-up tosses to try to stem this Bruin avalanche, tsunami, whatever descriptive word you'd like to use. Mercandelli, kind of a herky-jerky sort of a pitcher, so again, a different look for Bellevue batters. As 10 Bellevue hitters have come to the plate already, Jake Lacey will be the 11th. Let me give out that text message number one more time in case you're bored and want to send along your greetings. How could you be bored at a baseball game? Those words don't go together, do they? 402-515-7654. Mick Krupski here doing the broadcast. This is my 16th year of doing Bellevue baseball. We also cover volleyball and basketball. And we cover all the sports, but not always with audio along with the video. I'm an old high school baseball coach and umpired as well, played for a long time until I was 59. That was 10 years ago. Finally hung him up.
Now batting the center field.
All right, here we go with Jake Lacey.
Jake Lacey.
The 5th time that Lacey has been up today. We're still just in the top of the 4th inning. Bellevue with a 10 spot in the 1st, 2 more in the 3rd, 6 here in the 4th inning. Daniel Mercandelli comes to a set on the mound and delivers. Jake takes the pitch on the inside corner, strike 1 called. Single, home run, fly out, and hit by pitch is Jake's body of work so far today. Low and away. Dwayne Monlix heads back to his third base coaching spot after going into talking with a couple of his assistant coaches. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air to the right side. Tracking it is the right fielder. Coming on to make the catch is Chris Shotbell to retire the side. So Mercandelli faces one batter and gets retired. As the side is retired, Bellevue picks up 6 more runs in the inning. 18 runs on 18 hits for the Bruins on the game. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, Bellevue 18, Mayville State nothing, and expect some wholesale changes, offense and defense for the Bruins as we try to figure them out. Dwayne Monlix talking to both umpires. All right, one change I see right here. Number 32, Gage Julin, now playing third base for Nick Grade. And we've got a change at first base. We've got Ryan David now at third base for Alec Ackerman.
Defensive changes for the Bruins. Now in right field, number 25, Takumi Baiano.
All right.
Number 13, Trad Richardson.
Trad Richardson will go in behind the plate for Grant.
And left field, number 27, Sam Fortier. And center field, number 12, Bryce Zimmer.
Takumi Mayeno will be in right field for
Gage Julin.
Anthony Lind. I'm assuming we'll get more changes to you as we go along, but Samuel Fortier is in center field as well, as Blake Crippen, with a whole host of teammates behind him to play defense, faces the top of the order, third baseman Marcus Hughes. 2-0 the count on Hughes. Hughes a fly out his first time up today. And 3-0. Blake had a long break in between innings as his teammates put up 6 more runs. There's a strike on the knees, now 3-1. Let's see if Blake can come all the way back against Marcus Hughes. Swing and a miss, count goes full. And down low, so the walk is the second base runner of the game for Mayville State. Leadoff guy is on for the Comets. Next up to bat, center fielder Carson Lundmark. Lundmark, also a fly-out victim his first time up to right fielder Anthony Lind. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Very short lead at first base, down by a bunch, plus that crafty move. The ball hit down the left field line. 3 Bruins giving chase, but none of them will be able to get there. Good hustle, but hit just in a spot where nobody could quite get to it, so just a strike on Lundmark. 0-1 the count. Samuel Fortier, the left fielder, probably the closest to getting to that one. Couldn't quite get it. Throw back to first base. Strong throw by Richardson, but not quite in time. So I think I said Fortier was in center. He's actually in left field. Little flare on the infield. Tyler Monroe, the second baseman, calling for it and making the catch for the first out of the inning.
Now batting the right fielder, number 9, Chris Shopbell.
Here's the right fielder, Chris Shopbell. Grounded out to short, his first plate appearance in today's action. Strike called, outer half. Blake Crippen did allow 1 hit the first time through the order, but Anthony Villanueva was then picked off of first base. So 1, 2, 3 on the first 3 innings for the Comets. Again on the outer half, a called strike, 0-2 on Shotbell. Shotbell, the leading hitter at .352 coming into today's action for Mayville State. Stays alive as that one pops out of the glove of Richardson on the foul. 43 hits on the season for Chris Shotbell. Just over 1 per game on average with 41 games. That one's hit well to left field. That has some carry, and it is out of here. A 2-run home run for Chris Shotbell puts the Comets on the board. They still trail by a whole bunch, but Shotbell gives a little life to the Comets team and fans who have made the trip down from North Dakota. 18-2 our score.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 22, Riley.
7th home run of the year for Chris Shotbell. Here's the cleanup hitter, Riley Rankin. Nicely located on the outside corner, strike 1 called. Rankin, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Blake Crippen has struck out 2. Another nice pitch, a little slider breaking away from the batter, 0-2 the count. And quickly dispatched on the swing and the miss. A couple of sliders and a fastball for the second out of the inning. Next to the plate is the shortstop, Anthony Villanueva. Got the first hit of the game for the Comets. Swing and a miss as Crippen shows some good heat on the fastball. That one misses just a little bit low. Foul up to the right side off the screen. And over to Comet assistant coach Austin Monson. Billy Tomlin, the head coach in his first year, replacing longtime coach Scott Berry. Almost said Chuck Berry. I'm sure Scott's heard that before somewhere in his career. Austin Monson, the assistant coach. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the scoreboard says 4 outs. That's kind of hard to do, but count remains 2-2. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Comets on the board for the 2-run home run by Chris Jobell. Blake Crippen delivers. That one's hit right side. That's tailing down the line and out of play. Takumi Mieno give and chase. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove of Trad Richardson for the strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Blake Crippen as he picks up his third and fourth strikeouts of the game. For the Comets in the 4th inning, 2 runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and nobody left on base. As we head to the top of the 5th inning, it's the Bruins 18 and the Comets 2. Springtime allergies catching up with me a little bit here as Daniel Mercandelli back to the mound for his 2nd inning of relief work. 4th pitcher of the game for the Comets. He'll be looking at the 2, 3, 4 spots in the Bruin lineup. A lot of reserves in the game now for Bellevue, so first swing opportunities for a lot of the guys. Trad Richardson will lead us off. Then Ryan David. And then we'll see if somebody's going to come in to take over the DH spot for Brendan Luther. More baseball coming your way this afternoon. Doubleheader action. The 2nd game will begin about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this first contest. Bruins got out of the chute in a great way, putting up 10 runs in the top of the 1st inning. The first 10 Bellevue batters all make that 11 before an out was made. Here's catcher Trad Richardson. The Frenchtown, Montana native awaits his first pitch. Takes it for a called strike 1. Trad hitting .222 on the season. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Mercandelli. That one misses up and away. Slightly open stance for Richardson as he awaits the pitch, then closes it up with the delivery. That one misses low, 2-2 the count. Trad worked as a cameraman for a couple of the basketball broadcasts during the winter sports season. And he'll take that one off the back. That's the 4th, maybe 5th Bellevue batter to be hit by a pitch. And Richardson will reach. And it looks like Trad will stay on to run for himself.
Now batting the first baseman, number 39, Ryan David.
Here's Ryan David taking over at first base for the Bruins. first-year Bellevue Bruin. Ryan David out of Omaha, Millard West graduate. Looking for his first hit of the season. This is his 5th at-bat. Hits that one well. He's got that first hit and then some as it sails well over the left field fence. Ryan David with a huge blow there. He'll pick up 2 runs batted in as Richardson scores ahead of him. That's a memorable way to get your first hit. So 1 home run and now 2 runs batted in for Ryan David.
Pinch hitting for the Bruins is number 44, Elijah Bear.
And taking over in the DH spot, we have number 44, Elijah Bear. Bear has seen some time this year in that DH spot. Mercandelli, big overhand breaking ball for a called strike 1. Bear came out as a pinch hitter yesterday and delivered a 2-run home run over the right field fence. Bear hitting .296 on the year. Another first-year Bruin takes that pitch on the short hop. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Again, a short hop delivery to the plate. And a 2-1 count. Down low, so hitters count for Bear. Elijah from the Lone Star State, the sophomore from Willis, Texas. And it's a walk. Good patience shown by Elijah, and he becomes a base runner. Nobody out in the inning. 2 more runs already in to make it a 20-2 score. Here's left fielder Samuel Fortier. First at-bat of the afternoon, replacing left fielder Steven Elsner. Little chopper up the third base line, but it's going to be in foul territory. Marcus Hughes making the play, but ball about a foot or 2 beyond the foul line going up that way. Fortier hitting an even 200 on the season, 2 for 10. You probably were able to figure that out, huh? Overhand breaking ball hitting the air to the right side. Right fielder giving chase. Shot Bell makes the catch and gets the throw into second base to prevent any advance. 1 out in the inning, and the batter will be Bryce Zimmerer. Zimmer playing center field. Batting in the spot of Anthony Lind. Mercandelli's best pitch seems to be that overhand breaking ball. Slow pace coming in, but a good drop. A good vertical drop has fooled a couple of batters the first time they've seen it. Zimmer awaits. Again, the pitch. This time it stays way high. Palmiere got the start. Schweer came in second. Snyder, the third pitcher, and now Mercandelli, the fourth pitcher of the day for Mayville State. Again, a pitch upstairs, that fastball. Outside of the zone, 2-1 count. Bellevue University pitching coach Sean Malley spent part of his college career playing at Mayville State. Grounded to first. Over to second base for the lead out. The return is not in time. Zach Ivanochko, the first baseman, made a nice play getting the lead runner.
Now batting the shortstop.
3-6 to retire Bear.
Gravel.
Zimmer reaching on the fielder's choice. Here's shortstop Nick Gravel. Bruin middle infielders, Gravel and Monroe, still in the game. Gravel, 2 for 4, a home run and a single. Called strike again, that breaking ball. Gravel part of that back-to-back home run string in the first inning. Again, a called strike as the bottom just drops out of that curveball. That first inning home run trio was Steven Elsner, Anthony Lind, and Nick Gravel. And then a little bit later in the inning, Jake Lacey went yard as well. Fastball misses in the dirt. In the third inning, Anthony Lind got his second home run of the game. In the fourth, Steven Elsner got his second home run of the game. And then, hey, in the fourth, later in this inning, Ryan David. Breaking ball misses up. Seven home runs in the game. The Bruins have had a home run in every inning but the second, the only inning they did not score. Line hard down the right field side. That's a fair ball into the corner. Gravel turns on the Jets. So does Zimmer. Here comes Bryce. Throw to the plate. Not in time. An RBI double for Nick Gravel as Bryce Zimmer goes flying around the bases from first base to score the 21st run of the game for the Bellevue Bruins.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Tyler Monroe.
Here's second baseman Tyler Monroe. Monroe, a couple of singles in today's game. A ground out and a walk in his 4 trips. Mercandelli, again the breaking ball for the called strike. For Nick Gravel, his 15th run batted in on the season. Second RBI of the day. A little chopper. Marquez, the second baseman, a nice play, charging hard to his right, then throwing across his body left to retire Tyler Monroe. Bruins send 9 batters to the plate once again. They pick up 3 runs.
The score is Bellevue 21, Mayville State 2.
On 4 hits, there were no errors and 1 left on base. After 4.5, our score, Bellevue Bruins 21, Mayville State Comets 2. Thank you, Bill. 43, the new pitcher for the Bellevue Bruins. That is Jacob Pubel.
Change the song.
He'll come in to replace Blake Crippen.
Now on to pitch for
Making sure that Jake's got the right walk-up music on the mound. All right, let's find out more about Jacob Pubel's time on the rubber for the Bruins. First appearance this year. Okay, I'm just double checking with you because, as we determined yesterday, you're the statistics guru / god. So Jacob Pubel, his first appearance in 2024 for the Bellevue Bruins. Jacob, a 6'4" sophomore from Brisbane, California. The right-hander making his first appearance on the year for the Bruins. Blake Crippen is done after 4 innings of work. He allowed only 2 runs on 2 hits.
Leading off for the Comets, the first baseman, number 19, Zach Evanocho.
So just to check with you, in the 7-inning game, 4 innings, is that for the, so he's in line for the win. And unless somehow Mayville State's come just finds a way to get 20 runs or more in the final 2 innings, it'll be another victory for Blake Crippen. First pitch from Pubel is a called strike 1. That one's hit well to right field. That's a stand and watch it travel home run, as that one is halfway up the hill behind the right field fence. Zach Evanochko goes yard and then some with that shot. Well, if you're going to hit him hard. And Evanochko surely did on that one. He'll make the trip around the bases. That is his, oops, wrong sheet. His 7th home run of the season. That ties him with Chris Shotbell for the team lead in home runs with 7. Next up is Sam Hilgerson. Breaking ball from Pubel for called strike 1. Now 30 home runs on the season for Mayville State batters. Bellevue pitching coach Sean Malley, a Mayville State graduate, spent some playing times there, actually got his coaching career started there. He said he learned a lot from Mayville State head coach Scott Berry and wishes him well. That one misses away. 3-1 the count on left fielder Sam Hilgerson. Jacob Pubel on in relief of starter Blake Crippen for the Bruins. Chopper on the ground. Tyler Monroe charges to get the second hop over to Ryan David at first, and there's one away in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Now batting the catcher, number 6, Caleb Jamison.
Caleb Jamison next to bat for the Comets. The catcher grounded out to second, his first time up today. Royal blue, the main color for the Mayville State Comets. First pitch, strike 1 called. Just off on the top of the zone. Pubel just a sophomore in eligibility, so he's got some more years of playing baseball ahead of him. Strike call there on the outer half. Breaking ball misses up and away. Bruins, Bruins, Bruins. Bruins, 4 Bruins there. God bless. From the Williams family. Let's go. That's Teron Williams' family listening in down in Missouri. That one's hit to center field. Bryce Zimmer out there will glove it, and there are now 2 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ricky Marquez, the second baseman, steps to the plate.
Ricky Marquez.
Grounded out to short his first time up today. All 3 Mayville State runs have come via the long ball. Chris Shotbell, a 2 RBI home run in the 4th inning. A solo home run from Zach Evanochko in the 5th. 1-0 the count on Marquez. Now 2-0. First place Bruins against the 5th place Comets in North Star competition. There's a nice pop fastball in the zone. Three and one. On the ground to short. Glove there and across the diamond. Nick Gravel on the play for the Bruins, and the side is retired. 1 run on 1 hit, the Evan Ochko home run. No errors and nobody left on base. 5 innings in the book. It's the Bellevue Bruins 21 and the Mayville State Comets 3. We got an NFL score up there on the scoreboard today. 7 touchdowns for the Bruins to a field goal for Mayville State. Beautiful day here in the Omaha Bellevue area. Right now, it is 76 degrees. The wind has really not been a factor. We've seen a whole bunch of balls leave the yard, none of them really wind-aided, so. And we've got a new pitcher for Mayville State. All right, we'll go with number 17. That is Ryan Fromke is the new pitcher for Mayville State. Fromke saw some action in yesterday's second game of the doubleheader.
Number 17, Ryan Fromke.
11th appearance on the season for Ryan Fromke. He's pitched 10 innings to this point, has allowed 22 runs, a 13.50 earned run average. All right, Bellevue batters go to work in the top of the 6th inning. Here's Gage Julin. First pitch fastball from Fromke is upstairs. 1-0 count on Gage. Count evens up at 1-1. Julin, a versatile player who can catch and play infield. He's at third base right now. Started his college career at Marshalltown Community College. Excuse me, check swing, fouls it up against the boards up the first base side. Elkhorn, Nebraska is Julin's hometown. Elkhorn Antler. That one's past the pitcher over to second base. Marquez covering near the bag. His throw on time to first to retire Gage Julin. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting the right fielder, number 25, Takumi.
As Takumi Maeno. He saw action earlier in the game as the courtesy runner for the catcher. Now he gets the at-bat. The Bellevue right fielder will step in. Takumi batting .333 on the season. Breaking ball misses up high. Takumi's been in 34 of the 40 games that Bellevue has played. Most of the time as a courtesy runner, as a pinch runner. Only 7 official at-bats. Second year as a Bellevue Bruin. Digs in that right-hander's batter's box as he awaits the 2-0 pitch. Up and in, now 3-0. Let's see if Takumi's got the green light at 3-0. Takes it for a called strike 1. Takumi shakes his head in agreement with the call of the home plate umpire. 21 runs on 20 hits for Bellevue. And that pitch is wide, so Maeno will draw the walk. He'll be the Bellevue base runner. Bellevue's had runners on in every inning. Bellevue has scored runs in every inning but one. Here's Bellevue catcher Trad Richardson. Fouls it back to the screen. Trad was a second-team all-conference player last year. Played some catcher, played some first base, did some DHing. The set and the pitch. Richardson hits it in the air to the right side. Shot bell, the right fielder coming on strongly, and he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Now batting the first baseman, number 39, Ryan.
Here's first baseman Ryan David. David knocked a home run his first time up today, 2-run home run. His first hit as a Bellevue Bruin. Goes opposite field again. That one's going to drop for a base hit into the corner. Mayano rounding second on his way to third. So Ryan David, a 2-hit day. So runners at first and third with 2 outs as the Bruins continuing to keep pressure on Mayville State. Here's Elijah Bear. Second at bat, second plate appearance of the day for Elijah. He walked his first time up. As we see a few more clouds kind of filling in the sky overhead, not quite as sunny as it was when we started, but still a beautiful day. First pitch, fastball from Fromke is wide. Fouled opposite way by Bear. Airplane roaring overhead. Brown Park is kind of about halfway between Omaha's Epley Airfield, the commercial airfield, and Bellevue's Offutt Air Force Base, part of Stratcom. So we'll hear occasional planes flying over. Bruins' former home field was Westgate Field, which is right between the Interstate 80 and the Union Pacific's main line. We would count the number of trains that went by back in the day. No trains anywhere here near Brown Park, however. 2-2 the count on Bear. Fromke sets and delivers. That one's wide. Well, full count here. The runner at first will be on the move. That's Ryan David. Takumi Mayano, the runner at third. He'll move on contact. Swung on and missed. Elijah chased one out of the zone, and the strikeout will retire the side. No runs on one hit. No errors, and 2 men left on base. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, the score remains 21-3. Bellevue on top. Always cheering on a first appearance on the mound for Jacob Pubel. Always watching, but officially checking in. The Toth family in Idaho. Brady's family listening in.
And to pitch for the Bruins, number 30, Jose Villagomez.
As we have another new pitcher for the Bellevue Bruins, Jose Villagomez checks in. Jose played his high school ball right here on this field. He's a graduate of Omaha South High School. So Jose Villagomez. Jose's been a member of the Bellevue squad for 4 years now. One of those guys that's very supportive teammate, even though he hasn't seen a lot of time on the field. One of those guys you like to call a good teammate, and getting an opportunity to get an inning, maybe two here. This, too, is Jose's first appearance of the 2024 season. So Pubil first, now Villagomez here, as he'll be looking at the top of the order for Mayville State. Third baseman Marcus Hughes to lead it off.
Leading off for the Comets, the third baseman, number 3, Marcus Hughes.
First pitch, fastball, misses, 1-0 the count. Jose stretches, sets below the belt. That one goes wide, now 2-0. Bellevue a perfect 13-0 here at Brown Park on this 2024 season. Trying to make it 14-0 and avoid any of those triskaidekaphobic fear the number 13 situations. There's the pitch in the zone, now 3-1 on Marcus Hughes, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. Hit in the air to center field. Bryce Zimmer drifting back on it just shy of the warning track. He'll pull it in for the first out of the inning. Hughes gave it a ride. Zimmer able to make the play. One up, one down for center fielder Carson Lundmark. Lundmark, a fly out to right field, a fly out to second base. His 2 at-bats. Villagomez delivers a fastball, but that's low, ball 1. Good job by Jose to come back, fell behind 3-0 in the count, but got Hughes for the first out of the inning. Villagomez, a guy that has kind of that rush delivery. He really tries to come set, and then a quick arm movement. That one just below the knees. So again, falling behind 3-0 on Lundmark. Let's see if Jose can come back again. That's a good start, 3-1. And 3-2. Lundmark thought it was going to be high, but nope. Full count now. Villagomez looks in to Richardson for the sign. Shakes his head in agreement. And here comes the pitch. Foul out of play. We'll do that 3-2 all over again. Jose got 1 inning on the mound last year as well. Breaking ball, chopped on the ground. David, the first baseman, over to make the play. Nice job by Villagomez to get over to cover. So good range by the first baseman, good hustle by the pitcher. 3-1 on the putout for the second out of the inning, and just like he did against the leadoff guy, Jose Villagomez comes back after a 3-0 count to get the out. Here's Chris Shotbell. Shotbell with the 2-run home run his last time up. Got the Comets on the board. Nice movement on the breaking ball from Villagomez. Strike 1. Strike 2, another breaking ball. Another breaking ball. That one misses wide. Richardson has to adjust to his right to make the block up. Only 3 hits on the day from Comet batters against Bruin pitching. The 1-2, another breaking ball. That one misses low and away, evens the count, 2-2. And full count, so just the opposite of what he did to the first two batters, falling behind 3-0. Got ahead 0-2 to Shotbell. Now it's a full count. And the pitch just up. Shotbell will draw the walk. So 2 out, 1 runner on. DH Riley Rankin steps in.
Riley Rankin.
Rankin struck out looking, struck out swinging. His first 2 at-bats today. Rankin, a 6'2" senior from Crosby, Texas. Runner goes, hit in the air to shallow left field. Shortstop going out, left fielder coming in. That's a sliding catch out there by Samuel Fortier. And his athletic effort retires the side. Got a good jump called off the shortstop. Samuel Fortier with the grab to retire the side. No runs on no hits. There were no errors and 1 man left on base as we head to the 7th and final inning. It's the Bruins 21 and the Comets 3. And let's see if the Bruins go to the bullpen in the bottom of the 7th inning with another new reliever, or they stay put with Villagomez. Back to the hill goes Ryan Frumke for Mayville State, as he'll be looking at the middle part of the Bellevue lineup. It's been an error-free game to this point. 21 runs on 21 hits, no errors for Bellevue. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors for Mayville State. Yesterday, the Comets had a couple of critical errors that hurt their effort. Bellevue played errorless ball in both games of yesterday's doubleheader. Bellevue coming into today's contest with a great fielding percentage, .974. .995 in home games here at John Stella Field. That's pretty hard to beat. That's 14 games worth of pretty solid defense. All right, Samuel Fortier, after making that nice defensive play in left field to end the last inning, he'll start things off in the top of the 7th for Bellevue. First pitch swinging, foul out of play. Bellevue has sent 9 or more batters to the plate 3 times through the first 6 innings of this game. Ball in the dirt. Inside, 2-1. Line Harbor right at the third baseman. Marcus Hughes on the one-hop shot. Gloves it and throws it across the diamond to retire Fortier. 5-3 on that play. The hot corner on display there.
Now batting the center fielder.
Here's center fielder Bryce Zimmer. Zimmer reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. First pitch swinging, hit in the air to right center field. That's over near the scoreboard, and that is off the side of the scoreboard for a home run. Slow down and enjoy the trot, Bryce Zimmer. Bryce sent that one sailing and out of the park. The Bruins lead at 22-3. And where are you, Bryce? That is Bryce's first home run of the season, his 6th run. Batted in. Is that 8 home runs now? 8 home runs for the Bruins on the day. 2 home runs for the Comets. As stepping to the plate, shortstop Nick Gravel called strike 1. 1-1 now. The wind is blowing out of the south, but none of the home runs today have been wind-aided, really. They just have all been solidly struck as part of this 25-run outburst for the two teams combined. Frumke misses away on that pitch. The hit totals match the run totals for both teams. 22 and 22, 3 and 3. Called strike on Gravel. 2-2 the count, 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. Lined hard in the left center field. That's going to drop probably for extra bases. Gravel around first. And he'll pull up there at second with a stand-up double. Nick Gravel, have a day, Nick Gravel. He should have tried to keep going for third on that one. If he would have done so with a triple, he would have hit for the cycle. Instead, it's a home run, 2 doubles, and a single for the Bruins shortstop. That'll help your batting average, a 4 for 5 day.
Second baseman, number 2, Tyler Monroe.
4 for 6 day, let me correct that, as Tyler Monroe steps in. Tyler has a couple of hits today. Hits to his second base counterpart, Ricky Marquez. Throw to first base is bobbled there. Monroe will reach on the E4. Marquez made a nice backhanded play to catch it, but his throw was in the dirt, and first baseman Evan Ochko could not come up with it. So Bruin runners at the corners for Gage Julin. Ball gets away from the catcher on his way to second base. Goes Tyler Monroe on the wild pitch. Frumke delivers a breaking ball in the zone. 1-1 the count on the Bruins' third baseman. Oh, ouch! That one lined off the body of Nick Gravel, who was in foul territory. So it's not an out, but it's definitely going to be a big hurt. Quickly, the Bruins training staff hustle across the field to look at Gravel. It sounded like it hit bone, something solid. Nick just couldn't get out of the way of that one. Mike Livergood, the Bruins athletic trainer, quickly across the way. Bruins already have one shortstop with an injury in Brendan Luther with a hamstring injury, and now it looks like Nick Gravel is going to come out of the game. Hopefully nothing more than a bruise, but a bag of ice on that bruise will help if he's going to turn around and come and play in game number 2 today. Just couldn't get out of the way of that shot. Hard hit ball.
Pitch running for the Bruins, number 7, C.J. Townsend.
So C.J. Townsend will come on for Gravel. Townsend, a middle infielder as well, though he most likely will finish out the game in that shortstop spot. Meanwhile, Gage Julin sees another pitch, lays off that breaking ball down. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. That's why coaches always tell you, get your lead at third base in foul territory. I've only seen that happen a handful of times in my 300-plus years being around baseball. And there's a called strike 3. Gage goes down looking for the second out of the inning.
Now batting the right fielder, number 25.
Here's right fielder, Takumi Mayeno. Takumi walked his first time up. Takumi, just a junior in eligibility from Fukuoka, Japan. Strike one called on the first pitch from Ryan Frumke. Down low and through. Here comes Townsend in from third base, and the throw is not in time. On the wild pitch, C.J. Townsend scores the 23rd run of the game for the Bruins. Kind of surprised he came home on that because there's not a lot of distance between home and the backstop. And with the big lead, you don't want to risk another injury, but always ever hustling, C.J. Townsend scores the run. All right. Bill Mullins tells me from what he can find on doing his research, the 8 home runs in today's game is a new school record. So it's been a year of record-breaking achievements. In fact, yesterday, that was hit in the air to shallow right center field. That's going to drop for an RBI single and turn it on with the Jets to second base. Speaking of ever hustling, that's a great description of Takumi Mieno as he'll pick up an RBI, now 24 runs on the board for the Bruins. As Takumi picks up a leg double on the play, Tyler Monroe scores the run, and back to Trad Richardson at the plate. The Bruins catcher flew out to right field his first at-bat. That one's hit hard to right field. That has some carry. It sends the right fielder back. Shotwell, however, on the edge of the warning track, will make the catch and retire the side. The Bruins pick up 3 more runs on 3 hits. No errors and 1 left on base. As we head to the bottom half of the 7th, final at-bats for Mayville State. The Bruins 24-3. And we'll have another new pitcher for the Bellevue Bruins.
Changes for the Bruins remaining in the game to play shortstop, number 7, C.J. Townsend. And now pitching, number 40, Cole Bennett.
Cole Bennett will be on the hill for the Bruins. He'll be the 4th pitcher of the game. All right, Cole Bennett is a 6'4" junior out of Maple Valley, Washington.
Biscuits, gravy, sausage. No excuse. Drop took one in the air.
And Cole, this will be his 2nd appearance on the season. He threw 1 inning earlier. Allowed 1 hit, no runs. A perfect 0.00 earned run average. Cole Bennett to finish this one off for the Bruins. Is this a save situation, Bill? Cole Bennett will get his 8 warm-up tosses. And he'll be facing the middle part of the Mayville State lineup. May see some pinch hitters. And we'll see one right here. Pinch hitting for the Comets. Number 24, Avery Kirkup. He'll hit for Anthony Villanueva. First pitch from Cole Bennett, breaking ball, swung on and missed. Bennett, a tall presence on the mound at 6'4". Long and lean, working from the stretch, misses on the inside. 1-1 to count on Kirkup. Kirkup 179 average on the year for Mayville State. Another breaking ball. That one's fouled over the top of the backstop. Out of play, 1-2 the count. Now 2-2 as that one's bounced to the plate. Cole has a couple of Bellevues in his career. He started his college career at Bellevue College in Washington, played a couple of years there. Now Bellevue University in Nebraska. He'll get the strikeout of Avery Kerpa as the first batter he faces in this bottom of the 7th inning. Another pinch hitter for the Comets. This time it's number 33, Michael Ferralio.
Michael Ferralio.
Want to know the count on Ferralio. Swing and a miss. Good pop on the fastball from Bennett. Ferralio saw a little action yesterday in the second game of the doubleheader. 2-1 now the count. Ferralio, a .212 hitter on the year for the Comets. There's a nicely located breaking ball. Takes the count to 2-2. Something smells good. Oh, food. Here's the 2-2. Little jam job out to short. C.J. Townsend tries to make the play, but he comes up empty on the transfer. That'll be an E6 as Ferralio reaches. C.J. just had a little difficulty. Didn't make the transfer from the glove to the hand, and then it was too late when he finally was able to control it. 28. Thank you, Bill. Another pinch hitter. This time it's Channing Lenore. And the same thing for Lenore. He saw a little action yesterday as well, coming on to pinch hit in the bottom of the 7th in this one. Popped up on the infield. Tyler Monroe, the second baseman, a couple of steps out into the outfield turf. He'll make the catch, and the Comets are down to their final at-bat. And it looks like we will have another pinch hitter as Billy Tomlin clearing the bench. This time it's Ethan Tingey.
Pinch hitting for the Comets, number 31, Ethan Tingey.
First pitch swinging, chop to third base. Gage Julin picks it, throws it on the money, and the side is retired, and the game comes to an end. No runs on no hits, 1 error, and 1 man left in the inning for Mayville State. Our final score, the Bellevue Bruins 24, Mayville State Comets 3. 24 runs on 24 hits. The Bruins committed 1 error and banged out 8 home runs on the game. For Mayville State, 3 runs on 3 hits. They committed 1 error as well. Time of the game, about 2 hours and 10 minutes. That means game number 2 will begin around 2:40 or so, Central Daylight Time. The Bellevue Bruins pick up the win to now have a 29-11 record overall, 14-1 in conference play, 14-0 here at Brown Park. With the loss, Mayville State drops to 11-31, 6-12 in conference play. The winning pitcher is Blake Crippen, who now has 27 total victories as a Bellevue Bruins, 6-1 on the season. The game started out well for the Bellevue batters and finished up with a pretty easy victory for the Bruins. We'll be back in about 30 minutes. For Tom and Bill and myself, thanks for listening to game number 1. Come on back for more baseball. Mick Krupski signing off for now on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network.